Sajni here, and welcome to another video. And today I want to make a short video on visualization. Visualization actually is, got to do with a lot to do with your emotional state of being as well. And what are the do's and don'ts of visualization, which I have personally experimented and come to understand in a deeper way. We hear a concept a lot about vision board and cutting out pictures and pasting them and looking at them every morning and having the vision of what you want to create or where you want to travel and your house that you want to manifest, or the cars or the partners or whatever it is that you would like to manifest. So talking about the vision board. But I think more importantly is vision board also works, but what I've found more effective is the fact that visualization clubbed with the feeling, the emotional state of being is very powerful, because that is something that we usually miss a lot. And that's why I so much talk about the emotional state of beings, which I share from the book Force versus Power by David R. Hawkins. State of being, I'll put it up here and you can have a look. So in that is basically, so one key element is of course emotional state of being. So no matter if you are in the lower vibrations and if you're trying to visualize something, that is forcing your outcome. So because if you are feeling anger or resentment, or you are feeling the lower vibrations of fear or anxiety, or you're not in resonance with your vision, then it's hard to manifest. But really the manifestation starts to speed up or accelerate when you can raise your level of emotional state of being. And that's why it's very, very key, first and foremost, to learn to neutralize. So the first step is neutralization of the lower vibrational states, and that's why concepts like detachment and concepts like letting go in manifestation is so key and so important. And that is one of the main themes of my program as well, that we talk about, that neutralization plays a vital role, because if you're not able to dissolve or let go of those vibrations which is keeping you trapped in a certain vibration, then no matter how much you do the vision board and no matter how much you visualize, it is not going to be effective. So the first thing that we need to do in visualization is to be able to first neutralize the lower vibrational states. So get your dominant vibration or your core vibration higher, and then once you start tapping into your vision or start visualizing your goals, then it starts to bear some fruits. So that is the key number one. Key number two is when we feel that it's like a chore, it's like a to-do list. We make everything into a to-do list. So we try to kind of like make that as I have to do this or I have to do that. So it becomes like another sort of the mind takes that as a sort of a kind of like to-do list and a must-do thing. So which kind of like again traps you into that doing state, because visualization is not a doing or an act to get to something, but it's like a being state. You need to be able to embody that emotion. So again, the second key concept is also got to do with the emotional state of being, tapping into that vibration of already having that, already being in that space, or already being that. And that's how I manifested moving into the place I would always wanted to, and that is I always embodied living near the ocean or visualizing with the music, with the ocean, the rhythm or the music. You can listen to tunes or vibrations or music which kind of soothes your soul and soothes you or moves you into that emotional state. So that is the second key that we want to keep in mind, that do not force but visualize when it is like you feel like, because you want to visualize to feel good, to take you into a state of feeling good zone, not to force something or to do something as a part of something that you have to do. Then it does not work again. So that is the key number two that we want to be wary about. Something which we share in my program, which is the 3 states of being, which David R. Hawkins talks about, is the 3 states of being is the wanting, the doing, and the being. So the wanting is basically, again, traps us into that lack state of I want something or I need something. So that's again a lack. So lack produces more lack because the state of being is generating lack, right? Second is the doing. So doing is, again, like I said, when you do something, when you try to do visualization or scripting or journaling or whatever that you are doing as a part of a manifestation, if you're doing that just out of sheer doingness, then again that is just in that second level. But the most highest level of paradigm of manifestation, which we deal with in, or which we practice in our program, the Reality Revolution program, is basically the being state. And the being state is basically, it helps you cultivate that muscle of the inner being, of the core vibration, which is in the high states of being. So once you neutralize, then you move on to acceptance, and then you move on to reasoning, and then you move on to a high vibration of peace, joy, and love. And that is something that you have to be able to cultivate that over time. And it is not a pill that you can swallow overnight or something that you want to, just tap it. If you are feeling fearful or angry or something, you just can't tap into being joyful. So it has to be a progressive level. So the third state is being able to be in the dominant vibration of the being state, of being in a core vibration of the abundant state, or the feeling of the wish already fulfilled, like Neville Goddard, the father of manifestation, talks about, right? So it's all got to do with your core state of being. Then let me now share the 2 types of visualization. One is the goal visualization, and one is the process visualization. So the goal visualization is basically, we talked about the vision board and the ultimate goal, or the one slider. So the Vadim Zeeland talks about in his book, Reality Transurfing. In this book, he talks about these different types of visualization. So the goal visualization is basically the end goal. So for example, I visualize, being in this beautiful beach and surrounded by greenery and the birds chirping, in exactly the same kind of vibration that I wanted to be in, which I have manifested. So the same, a lot of creativity, a lot of nature, because nature puts you into that state of calmness and stillness, and that kind of makes your mind, your analytical or your critical mind, it slows the brain waves basically into theta, or alpha states rather. Theta is even lower, right? And then it kind of like lowers your brain vibrations, brain frequency, to alpha states. So nature is basically a natural calmer, brain calmer, and that's why being close to nature is one key element of speeding up your manifestation. So if you can be around water or nature, or the natural surroundings, or if you can also use meditation to calm your mind, it's a natural stimulant for manifestation, and it kind of not takes you away from life, but it brings you more closer to life, because you can feel more vibrant, you can feel more alive, you can feel more joy and peace within. So if you can feel that naturally, that core element of being, the emotional state of being is natural, then when you see the end goal, or visualize the end state that you want to manifest, then it naturally, it just enhances. It's just like an enhancer, a stimulant. So yeah, the goal vibration, the goal visualization is basically the end slide that you want to manifest. So you have one slide, and then you roll that in your head, and then just get the feeling. If you have some music, like I said, that helps you elevate your vibration, that is the goal vibration. And process visualization basically is nothing but, let's say for example, your end goal is, let's say you have a vision, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now. Your goal vibration is a little further ahead, because it's something that it'll take a little time to manifest, but you still have that end goal in your mind. This is where I wish to see myself, in this much of time frame. But the process visualization is basically something which you can do, or you can visualize yourself. You select like 2 or 3. For example, for me, I wanted to be able to be a creative entrepreneur, right? To be able to give value to my community, to be able to do videos, make videos, to be able to deliver my experiences. So I started to visualize myself making videos, doing creative work, being around nature, all of these. So those are some key 1 or 2 actions that you need to take. You need to be able to see yourself doing that. So that's how I, let go of the fear of making videos, or presenting myself, or being, creating contents. So those were some of the process visualization which helped me then move into this state, right? So those are the two elements. One is goal visualization, which is the end visualization, and second is the process. So, and music is a stimulant. So those are some of the key aspects of visualization. Do a quick recap of what we've discussed so far, so we get everything all together. So the 3 keys that we've discussed is, one is visualization is basically, or the emotion that has to come along with it, because something that you have a vision board, or something that you have a vision for, that has to be, that is the mind and the heart congruency. Basically, you're making it a mind and heart congruency, basically by aligning your heart, because your heart goes by emotions and rhythm and music, and your mind goes by what you see, visualization. So you are trying to combine your mind and the heart congruency. And so one is the emotional state. The second is basically, again, your core vibration. First, whatever emotions you are, do not force it. Do not make it a to-do list, or do not make it another action or act that you need to do to be able to do to manifest. But make it as a natural state of being. So to be able to do that, tap into your core vibration at the moment. And if you are feeling non-resonance with what you're imagining or what you're visioning, then that means the alignment is not there. If you're feeling fear, let's say for example, if you're imagining manifesting some amount of money, or manifesting some goal that you have, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling worried, or if you're feeling fearful, that means it's not aligned. So first you need to be able to dissolve that. Okay, so there is a entire video that I've made, how to neutralize, so you can have a look at that, how to neutralize the lower emotional vibration, to be able to elevate your emotional state of being. So once your emotional state of being is into higher vibration, then it becomes a natural process. Then your vision and your emotion becomes a core dominant vibration, right? And so that is the second. So do not force anything. You visualize to make yourself feel good. Go with the rhythm, go with the flow, and let your, just dissolve those emotions, neutralize it, and then slowly let it go with the rhythm. And last but not the least, we visualize to be able to have the 3 states, the 3 paradigms of manifestation. One is the wanting, which is lack. I want something. So that means if you are visualizing from the state of being of I want, that is lack. So lack is going to produce more of lack, because you're still pushing your goal away from you, or pushing your manifestation away from you. Or even doing, again, like I said, doing does not work, because you're trying to be artificial, or you're trying to force something, force an outcome. That doesn't work either. But the highest paradigm of manifestation, which we practice in Reality Revolution, is the being state. That is the embodying a dominant vibration of already being in that vibration, already embodying, already being whole, and in the fullness, abundance. And from that state, when you visualize, when the heart and the mind is congruent, then the manifestation becomes effortless, and that is a faster route to manifestation. And the 2 types of visualization is, one is the goal and one is the process. A goal is basically when you visualize something which is in the a little bit further away, your goal, for example, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years goals, whatever 5-year plan that you have, you visualize that one slide. In the process visualization, I imagine myself creating these kind of contents and making videos, or providing value, so these sort of things. So the process helps you to have the immediate visualization, immediate manifestations, and the goal is the end outcome, which makes you naturally in that dominant vibration. So, and these states, we try to embody that, meaning that how would you act or talk or be when you reach that end goal, right? So how would Sajni 2.0 talk? How would Sajni 2.0 make decisions? How would Sajni 2.0 have what kind of lifestyle? What kind of bank account? What kind of people? What kind of surrounding? So all those are some of the key aspects that will help us, round up the visualization. Okay? So I sincerely hope this video is helpful. So if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit like, comment, and do not forget to subscribe. And if you resonate and have some takeaways, do leave your takeaways in the comments below. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. Peace and Namaste.